Hey, this is Brando Figure. What we're going over here is the Manipple 112 Red Blue Ashen Figure M Scale Body FBB 2302. Obviously, this is the Zack Snyder's Superman, and it's Henry Cavill. Hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Yeah, this is his body, and it's not an official figure release. They would get in trouble if WB finds out that they're making money off of this, So, yeah, it's practically like a fan-made, custom-made figure. And I think it came from China. I'm not sure. Don't take my word for it. So anyway, before we go any further, let's look at the unboxing of this figure. Okay, I want to show you what it looks like once I take the figure out of the box. This is what it looks like, the box, right? You take it off, you see the picture, that's it. That's all you're seeing, just a picture. And then it has a little bit of a claws logo of the Manipple toys. And now you're open with this Superman Returns theme, kind of cape. I don't know. So take that one out, like this. And if anybody can speak this language, let me know. I don't know what it says. No English. It's foreign. So. And then there shows you the figure without the head. It comes with a lot of hands. So he comes with let me take this out real quick. What you see is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pairs of hands. That's a pretty good spread of alternates. The size of this is about this measurement right here. As you can see, it's almost 8 inches tall, about 3.5 inches thick, about close to 5 inches wide. So yeah. And about the figure inside the what do you call this thing? Cheese bubble. And it shows that the cape is wrapped around this plastic film to protect the cape. It's pretty long too. That's a long cape. Pretty accurate. Yep. You take this out. Okay, let's look at the size of it. But it doesn't make any sense for me to measure this figure without the head. But I'm just gonna measure the body next to the other figures, and you can make up your mind on what kind of scale it is. Okay, so it measures about this tall, and that's without the head. So I would wager that is almost, I don't know, like, I don't know how big, I don't know how tall it's gonna be. So yeah, once I get the head, they're still processing the shipment for my head sculpt of Henry Cavill, but right now he comes without one, and all I can do is just wait. But I prefer to review this because it's more fair to review a figure that does not come with a head, so you can see what it looks like without the head sculpt, because that's what it is. It just comes without the head sculpt. So Anyway, let's do some comparison real quick. Here he is next to the V-Toys bigger body Zero. Bigger body Zero V-Toys is still much taller. At the shoulders, it's much taller than this. So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's still much taller. So, yeah, that's how tall it is. Let's look at the Marvel Legends figures. This is how tall he is. They're kind of similar at shoulder length, kind of. And you can see it's sort of, this is more like a Marvel Legends scale, basically. So that's good. And now let's look at Superman figures. This time with the McFarlane figures. So this is the Happy Page Puncher Superman. And here's the Crisis on Infinite Earth Superman. So you can see, I'm gonna pull it back a little bit and have them line up so you can see the differences. Yeah, I would like to compare this to Mafex Superman figures, and you'll see that this is Dark Knight Returns Superman. It scales pretty good at the shoulders. Scales pretty good, I think. Let's look at Hush Superman. It's pretty much, I think this Superman scales really well, in my opinion. I don't think it's too small or too big. It's perfectly scaled. Here he is next to my favorite 112 collective figures. This is classic Superman with the custom suit and a Doctor Doom figure. His scale's really good with these two, so yeah. Doctor Doom is pretty tall. He's kind of a big dude. But other than that, yeah, it's good. I almost forgot to do a comparison of the NEGA Christopher Reeve Superman. And I think it scales really good with Henry Cavill body. I mean, Christopher Reeve was like 6'4", and Henry Cavill is like 6'1". So the scale is pretty much perfect, actually. So yeah, if you have a Christopher Reeve laying around like this one, you can have them stand side by side with him, and it would look pretty darn good, actually. So yeah. Okay, I want to go over the texture detail of this outfit. I'm wearing gloves because I don't want to ruin the fabric material, so I have to be very careful. This body type is obviously new, I think. I don't think it's V-Toys. I think it's a brand new body. And this body has silver, like it's painted in silver, so you can see some gloss going on underneath the suit. So that's very interesting. Yeah, that's what the body is, and it looks very nice. The texture is so immaculate. The only one thing I don't like about this body is the cape. I wish he has some kind of a pattern in the front, like right here, the folding patterns, you know, where they're folded. I think there are like 3 folds on each side, but I don't see it on here. It's just, you know, random. So you put this out, spread it out all the way, and you'll see that there's no folding of any kind. It's just put in there, which is fine, but I prefer the foldings at the top. That would have been nice. And unfortunately, I don't have the Mafex Henry Cavill Superman. So I don't have any Henry Cavill Superman to compare it to. So this is the only Henry Cavill figure that I have in my collection. Oh yeah, I forgot. Dang. I forgot. I do have this Sod from the Man of Steel song. Let me go get it. Sorry, I got the Mattel Man of Steel sod. I still have him because I think he was just a wonderful sod actor. So I'm just waiting for another version, but this is how he scales next to Henry Cavill's Superman. And I don't know. I mean, we never see them together eye to eye, so it can be technically accurate, kind of. So anyway, let's look at the texture detail. You can see the texture detail is very much the same. So that is impressive, if you ask me. It's really impressive. You can see the texture detail on the legs here. But man, I just wish they made sod figure like this one. Hopefully Mafix will touch up on a sod action figure. That would be nice. So anyway, now about this figure, I think it looks very nice. Let's get a closer look on the edge shield. And you can see all the detail on the edge shield. I don't know how they did it, but that's really impressive. You can see the texture on the suit, on the fabric material. I don't know how they did it, honestly. There's some kind of magic. Look at the chainmail texture. So look at that. It's really good. You see the belt, sort of a belt. It's masquerading as a belt. It's really good. Look at the lines here, very clean. All the way down to here. And you can see the boot, which is really immaculate detail there. And it's very sharp, very clean. Just look at the bottom. Oh, they even go as far as make it as accurate as possible on the bottom, except for the holes underneath the feet, which is understandable. You want something to have him stand on so he doesn't fall over. So it makes sense. So yeah, that's really nice. The shoulders. So starting on the shoulders, his arms go up about this far. Wow, really far actually. Arms go up that far. And it's still intact, basically. So that's good. Bicep swivel. I have to be very careful. Goes about this far. And worse, about this far. I mean, you can go all the way, but I don't want to ruin the fabric material, so just be careful with that. So there's that. And elbow is double jointed. Goes about this far. Don't go way too far, because you'll ruin the fabric inside the bicep and the forearm. So just be careful with that. See that folding? So be very careful with that. You don't want to cause the wrinkles on there. Trust me. Let's see. And the wrist. Let me pop off the wrist. Okay, so it is sewn right here. It's ball jointed wrist. It pops on pretty nicely, so yeah, there's that. It goes back this far, forward this far, side to side, not much because of the extra plastic. So, oh yeah, there's that, and then goes that, the waving articulation. Okay, that's good. So there's that, you got it. Now, let's look at torso. It arches back pretty darn far, as you can see here. It arches back pretty far back. Everything is pretty intact. That's pretty impressive. Be mindful of the foldings on the back, so just be very careful with that. And I want to make sure there's something on the bottom, nothing. There's more on the top. This is the ab crunch right here. Goes pretty far forward. That's very good. Swivel, as far as you can go, it can go much further, but because of the cloth material, you can't go too far, okay? This is the farthest you can go. Okay, so just be very careful with that. And side to side, this far. Very good torso articulation, really. It's impressive. And now the legs go up about this far, okay? Because of that fabric material. That's the only reason. So if you do too far, you'll stretch the fabric on the bottom, on the butt. So on the butt, you'll stretch. So just be careful. Just be mindful of the cloth material. So there's that. And thigh swivel. It does have a little bit of thigh swivel. And legs close in together like this. Very, very good. I appreciate that. Look at that. Look how they close. That's really good. Now, split, kinda, but not really. It's about this far, okay? But if you make this straight down, go up a little further, about this far. So just be careful. Don't go too far or you'll rip the bottom part here. You'll rip it off. So just be careful with that. It is stretching up. The material is pretty stretchy. So that is good. And it kicks back. Not much kick back. And knees go about this far. Knees go about this far. Okay, it's double jointed. Be mindful of the wrinkles, because it will bend that wrinkle there. You see that wrinkle here? It's already bent. Just look at the one on the right side. Look. And look on the left. So that was bent easily. So just be careful with that. There's that. And now, so all you can do is bend it like this far. But if you don't mind it bent, you can. Just don't go too far. And then it does have a little bit of boot cut swivel. Just a little bit, but I wouldn't go too far. Just leave it like that. Because this one has angle swivel, so you don't have to worry about boot cut swivel. So there's ankle swivel here. And feet go down this far, up this far, ankle pivot about this far, and this far. So, yeah, there's that. It's a great figure if you're just standing him up, you know. If you don't plan on doing any crazy poses with this guy, I think he's worth it. Just saying. But if you want him to do all the crazy poses, keep in mind that some parts, like some chainmail, might flake off because they're so small. So just keep that in mind. It does look very nice. If I were you, I would put it in a clutch case, because this can collect dust very easily, especially with all the texture detail all over the body. Okay, I got accessories here. I would call them alternates. So it's got a bunch of alternates. There's hands here and hands over here. So it does not come with the head sculpt. You have to buy that separately, and that one is pretty expensive. I would say it's pretty worth it. So once I get that Henry Cavill head sculpt delivered here, then I will do an update on that body. But for now, I'm just gonna show you the hands. It comes with open hands, right? It's pretty nice detail. It has fingernails even, so that's good. A lot of detail there. And don't worry, he does come with fist hands. They're sculpted really nicely. Very, very good detail. It's got veins on them even. They're pretty correct. They're accurate to real hands when they're enclosed fists, you know. So it looks good. And he comes with open flat hands, which is very nice. You can see open flat hands. Looks very realistic. So that's nice. And he comes with open relaxed hands. You know, just standing around with relaxed hands. So, yeah, got that. And for accessories, he comes with the little stand like this. This is such a nice stand. I really like this because you can put this right underneath the crotch right here. And let me move this up a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Go here. And it goes right underneath this crotch. You can't see it. You know, it's right there. Like that. It's very nice. See? I like that. I like that a lot. This is a great stand. It's fantastic. I love it. And then there's another one. You go in here, you screw it in like that, and it kind of, oh yeah, and there's a stick underneath to straighten it up. I guess that's what it's for. And you can actually bend, and it has the little clamps. And with the not only that, but it has a screw in there, so you can screw it tighter so that these clamps can clamp on tighter, right? Very nice. And you can have them flying and things like that. You can move that and have them flying like this. I don't want to do anything on it because of the cloth material, but anyway. So yeah, that is really nice. I love that. I love this stand. Bro, this is such a good stand. Fantastic. Love it. Okay, I'm going to do the head swaps. The first thing I'm going to use is the Peter Parker head sculpt. And I think that one fits on the head, on the neck pretty good. It's a little weird, but that's what it looks like. The whole body, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. It's interesting. So there's that. And here's the Feet Toys blank head. Right, it's not gonna fit because the neck peg is much smaller. The hole in the head is a little smaller. I mean, much smaller, like half the size. So it's not gonna fit on this ball joint peg, ball peg. So it just lays on top like that. Right? Oh man, it's way back there. Now I'm gonna have to get it, but anyway. Let's look at the other head. And this is from Me Kai. I think that's his name. I'm not sure, but his Instagram account's name is Tony May, but I think his real name is Me Kai. So this is the head. It just lays on top like this. I'm pretty sure he's gonna put out some more of this, but it does look pretty good. I think. You just kind of imagine, kind of, you know, it goes pretty good, I think, I would say. And let's see the other one. And there's the Meshko 112 Collective Superman, right? And it does fit perfectly on the head, actually. It does look pretty good, but the skin tone is different. It's got different shade of skin tone. But it does look pretty darn good, honestly. And that's good news if you're interested in, you know, if you can't afford the Henry Cavill head sculpt, you can use this head sculpt. It's a little loose. But it does fit on the peg, kind of. There's that. That's pretty interesting. Side to side. You can hear the pop when you pop it on. Hold on. Just hear it. Watch. See? It pops on, but it's not as tight as I wanted. But unfortunately, you have to take the ball peg out. This is the ball peg that came into this head. You have to pop that out because unfortunately, if you want the heat vision head on there, it's just not gonna fit unless maybe you pop that one. You pop this neck peg off and then put this one in. It's sort of similar, but the neck peg here is much bigger. It's not much big, but it's a little bigger. You can see it's a little bigger, just a smidge bigger. So it may not fit in this, unfortunately. It may, but it may not. So there's that. And there's, here's the Happy Superman from McFarlane. And unfortunately, it does not fit on the peg, but he does deal pretty good with the body. If you do some custom, I think he will look pretty good. Not too bad. A smiling Superman, pretty cool. So that's it for now. Unfortunately, you can't put the Mavic Superman heads on here, although it would look like it would scale pretty good on the body, but because the neck peg, the hole is too small, unless you're willing to damage the piece by taking this out and then use a little bit of air dry clay and then put it on there. But I wouldn't do that. if I were you, I would just get the Henry Cavill Superman head sculpt. That's specifically going to fit on this body. That's the only way to do it, in my opinion. So that's it for this review. For now, keep in mind that I will review this figure again once I get the head sculpt to deliver here. For now, this is what it looks like without the head. I mean, that's what it was advertised as in the website. So you can buy him from, what is it called? From VCToysBox.com. And I think he's still available there. I may be wrong. But keep in mind is that it's not without its imperfections. This figure is not as shredded as he should be, like he was in the movie. I mean, in the movie he had abs and pecs and biceps or triceps. I mean, everything. You could see all his muscle parts on the suit, but you don't see that on this figure, so it's kind of weird. But it is very high end and it's very nice. Another thing I don't like is the cape. I wish that it had like little foldings on each side. Stick around for a new, I will be doing reviews of other action figures. For now, until I receive a Henry Cavill head, then that's when I will do an update video of that. So it might be a while, maybe in a week or two, I don't know. It's still processing. It is still processing right now, so we'll see how it goes. So thank you for watching. After I was done with the review, I wanted to swap the hands so I can do a pose for a photo shoot, but I broke it. Are you kidding me? I just popped it all. Oh my god. I broke it. I broke it. I broke it. Great. That's just great. I can't get this damn thing on. Why is it so difficult to put it on? Oh my gosh. Wow, it is so hard to put it on. Why is it so difficult? Now it's dangling mess. I think I broke it off. I'm not sure, but if I can't see inside. It's gotta be here somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. I have to send it back. Wow. Great. Let me try the other side. It's not even on all the way because it's so small. The holes in those hands are so small. Oh my god. It should not be too hard, because if it's too hard, then you risk breaking the whole figure because of how freaking tight these wrist joints are. That's not a good sign. Just saying. Okay. Well, he's just dangling around like a weirdo now. Great. And no head. I'm just frustrated right now. I'm gonna try again. $5 hours later. Ridiculous. And that's from swapping the hand. And I broke it. Just from swapping a hand. I contacted the VC Toys. They told me that I should have warmed up the hands. Well, it would have been nice to have that in the instructions, because the instructions I got was foreign. Now you know. Now that you see that the chest joint broke off, maybe it didn't break off. Maybe it just popped off. But here's the problem: I can't see inside because it's all stitched together, and I don't want to unsew the back because I don't want to ruin anything with that. So I contacted VC Toys, and they said that they will contact me next week on Monday and let me know. So hopefully I'll get a new body of this same body, and I'm not gonna swap any hands. I'm just waiting for the new head to come in. So we'll see how it goes, and I'll let you know. I'll do an update video of that by next week or so. Until then, stick around to see more reviews of other action figures.